What's happening, world? B Marsh Boxing, and I'm back at it with a post-fight review. Here we are. The fight just ended between Oscar Valdez and Robson Conceicao from Brazil. Now we're just waiting the results before I give y'all my breakdown round for round. I'm here patiently waiting for the results. Big ups to everybody in the view. No footage. I'm not showing the fight. I'm not allowed to do that. Here we go. Split decision. What do we have? 117, 110. 115, 112. The Mexican cheater. Told you. What Robinson Conceicao thought, man? This fight is in Arizona, in Oscar Valdez's backyard. 117, 110. Nobody in this fight won no 9 rounds. Nobody did. Nobody whatsoever. Unrivaled boxing talk. What's happening, G? Unrivaled boxing talk in the chat. He says robbery. I don't know about robbery. Close fight. Let me give y'all my breakdown, man. I had Conceicao winning the first 3 rounds. You know what I mean? This guy Conceicao was fighting behind the jab. I'm saying at distance. You know what I mean? Keeping his range at a good enough range to pop the man. Double jab right hand. Not so much hooks. More straight punches, you know what I mean? Almost looked like the man Robson Conceicao ain't got no hook game in his arsenal. And he was throwing the body shots, you know what I mean? Going to the top, throwing jabs to the stomach and to the head. You know what I'm saying? Not so much hooks, but straight punches. Hold on, let's hear this guy right quick.
I know you were stunned by the criticism coming into this fight.
What the fuck you mean he was stunned by the criticism? Man cheated.
Sorry for all this ruckus. I'm kind of disrespectful, man. You disrespect me, but we point at me and saying all this, man. I've been through enough.
Shut your cheating ass up. That sound like he wanna cry.
He's over here yelling in my face, man. We're grown men. Don't be yelling in my face.
Don't be yelling in my face.
Of course, you want to become world champion, but don't point at me. Don't yell in my face.
Robinson Conceicao from the favelas, boy. Them fellas from the hood, from the ghetto. Them fellas don't even speak no English or Spanish. He speaks his Portuguese, and them fellas coming all in Valdez's face talking that shit. He don't care because he know no. Who gives a fuck what you been through, Valdez? Shut your ass up. You've been cheating. Using diuretics, you know what I mean, to mask your weight, you know what I'm saying? Trying to cut weight. Fuck this guy. I ain't got nothing to hear from him. So the first, okay. Are they booing Robinson Conceicao? I was wondering why are they booing Valdez? This fight is in Arizona. Yeah, but 117, 110. When they said that, I already know who they giving this fight to. Bad officiating, bad judging. But the first 3 rounds, like I said, I gave it to Conceicao. You know what I mean? The man Valdez looked like a fish out of water. You know what I'm saying? Looked like he couldn't get past that jab. Then he started going to the body, you know what I'm saying? And then throwing his sneaky left hook from the counter, you know what I mean? The guy from rounds 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I gave him all to Oscar Valdez because it looked like, you know, Conceicao. Now, I've been on about Conceicao since 2016. I've seen him win a gold medal in the lightweight division in the Rio Olympics in his home country. I've watched him progress pro. Barbarian hasn't really done a lot of promoting this Brazilian guy. You know what I'm saying? Hasn't been in any real fights as far as names. Um, but it looked like the man fought only for 3 rounds in the first 3 rounds. You know what I mean? Then he started to look like he's gassing around, gassed out. Not so much punching anymore, doing a lot of movement with his legs. Now he's getting backed up on the ropes. You know what I'm saying? And he's getting caught with punches and he's clinching a lot. You know what I'm saying? Referee got to separate them. You check it? Now, Conceicao, I'm sorry, what's his name? Valdez was relentless with the pressure, you know what I mean, and the counter punching. That's where he was mostly effective with his counter punching, and he was winning rounds. You know what I mean. Conceicao was not throwing any more punches for the most part. You know what I mean, doing a lot of movement and clinching. They get into a clinch in round 8, and Conceicao in the clinch taps the man Valdez on the back of the head with his gloves. Not with his gloves. Not no punch. The referee didn't even give the man a warning. He just took a point away. You know what I'm saying? So that's a 10-8 round right there for Valdez. But rounds 9, 10, and 11, I gave him to the man Conceicao. Let's hear what Conceicao got to say with his Portuguese translator. This is boxing. I don't know what he said. I just know he said, this is boxing.
This is boxing.
Yes.
I cannot go with his game. I play my game. And look at his face. And look at his face. He has nothing on his face. Oscar is all fucked up. It's not a contest of faces. It is a boxing match.
Shut your ass up, Mark Kriegel.
The first half of the fight, you were in control with your jab. And then after that, you started giving up ground or conceding territory and moving backward. How did you see it?
It's going to take a little long time to hear these translations. Go ahead. The ESPN are being disrespectful to Robson Conceicao.
He said that on the second round, he really slowed down. So I think he lost the second round. And he went to his corner.
But let me get back to my breakdown. So after he got deducted a point in round 8, Conceicao started to turn up, you know what I mean? He started to throw combination punches. You know, his double jab, straight right hand was a thing of beauty. He was making Valdez miss wide. Y'all think Wilder's a windmill guy? I hope some of y'all making your post-fight review videos talk about how wild with them windmill misses the man was missing. Hold on.
Because I want this fight here. If you want to fight in his farm with his animal, watching the fight, I will beat him again. In his mind, he wants to.
Damn, this man Valdez got the whole PD Canelo camp in his locker room. Got Canelo in that joint. Frank Sanchez. Now I don't know Frank Sanchez to be a PD user. He's in the back room. Yeah, so rounds 9 and 10 and 11, I gave him to the man Conceicao, you know what I mean? He came through in them championship rounds, but in round 12, I definitely gave that to Oscar Valdez, you know what I mean? I mostly gave rounds 9, 10, and 11 to the man Robson Conceicao because of the way he was making this man miss and landing some nice shots and blocking a lot of them body punches. You know, ESPN wasn't really highlighting how this man Conceicao has really got his elbows tucked into his rib cage where he's not getting the brunt of those kind of punches, you know what I'm saying? You know, but Overall, it was a very good fight. You know what I mean? I enjoyed this fight. I gave Robinson Conceicao rounds 1, 2, 3, 9, 10, and 11. I gave him 6 rounds. Unfortunately, I gave the other fighter 6 rounds too, Valdez. But the point deduction, I already knew it. It's going to be the difference. You know what I mean? I had this fight a draw, but the point difference on my scorecard, I got this victory 113-112 in favor of the man Oscar Valdez. You know what I mean? Because of the point deduction in round 8. And in round 10, Oscar Valdez has a punch, not no tap in the back of Conceicao's head, a punch. A whole punch. And this bum ass referee, bitch ass motherfucker was in the way. This guy was in the way. How many times was he in the way? Damn near looked like he's setting a pick for these boxers. You know what I mean? Like he's a decoy. Like you could go through that man like he's a pillar. Like catch me if you can type. This referee was whack, but what do you expect? This fight is in Arizona. How many times do we get to see fights from Arizona? You know what I mean? So there's gonna be dodgy judging and dodgy referee job, and unfortunately, the PED user gets the victory. You know what I mean? Now I gotta call this shit fair and square on my scorecard. I have this fight in favor of Oscar Valdez. I have it 6 rounds apiece for each fighter, but the point difference. I'm sorry, the point deduction in round 8 is the difference on my card. You know what I mean? Hit the thumbs up, everybody, when you come in this piece. Low Blow Champ says LOL. Todd French says, wow, that was crazy. 117 to 110. Yep. Incredible. They robbed that man. I ain't gonna say it's a robbery, but that was a bad scorecard. That's a judge who doesn't know shit about boxing. Todd French says, do you see Oscar's face? Absolutely. Absolutely. But I'll say this, Oscar Valdez is a Hispanic, more lighter skinned guy. This guy right here is a more brown skinned guy in Conceicao. Now, Conceicao's face is not like he ain't marked up. He ain't bleeding, he ain't leaking or nothing, but he does have a little swelling under the eyes and on the cheekbones. Yeah, I mean, maybe he has some high cheekbones. But that big gash that the man Valdez had underneath his left eye, it came from the shoulder blade of the man Robinson Conceicao, not so much a punch, you know what I mean? But definitely, but I don't score no fights on how fella's face looks, you know what I'm saying? In board 7605 says that there was no robbery. That was no robbery. He says I'm board 7605 says that was no robbery. That 110 was a bad scorecard. Absolutely terrible. Todd French 600 says even outlanded Oscar. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, that was mostly for the first 3 rounds where Valdez ain't do shit. You know what I mean? But it was quite clear who won 5 through 8. You know what I mean? Rounds 4 through 8. Mars Blackman says shame on Top Rank. Mike 104 says Andy Vance is from San Jose fighting on Evander Holyfield Triller undercard. Shout out to my city. Big up San Jose. Silicon Valley. Ain't that Silicon Valley, Mike 104? I'm sure it's expensive as F to live out there, man. I ain't gonna hold you. On board 7605 says outlanded Oscar with jabs, but Oscar was the one landing the bigger shots. And that's what judges are mostly looking at. And that's absolutely true. This is pro boxing, where power punches will be scored more than just jabs, you know what I mean? Todd French 600 says, is Frank with them? He probably is on the juice. He's definitely with Team Canelo and the Reynosos. I hope he ain't on that juice, but I wouldn't be surprised. Thompson, but y'all know who is though, right? The apparent victor of this fight, Oscar Valdez. Yeah, he's a juice head. He's a steroid diuretics, cut and lost weight steroid abuser. Fuck this dude. Thompson M1921 says Oscar Valdez lost the fight. The referee was a piece of garbage. The referee was absolutely awful. Top Fetch 600 says facts, B. Top Fetch 600 says, yep, and it's top rank fight at that. Yep, both of these guys are managed, promoted by Bob Arum. So it doesn't matter who won. Bob Arum wins regardless. If the Brazilian won, hey, he got a Brazilian not superstar, but a guy who they could possibly maybe make a star. You know what I mean? Pound for pound king says Valdez won. Yeah, he won according to the judges. 114. Pound for pound king says 114, 113. I ain't mad at that scorecard. Cass says Valdez was throwing kidney punches in every clinch, but they took a tap away for a tap. That was bad. But the guy's fighting in Arizona, his hometown. The referee was looking to do that. Every time the referee didn't even warn the man, Conceicao. You know what I'm saying? But Conceicao, he fought a good fight, you know what I'm saying? But he got a little too much amateur pedigree in him, you know what I mean? Uh Dead game boxing says Conceicao 7 minus 5 plus 1's Valdez. Hashman Boxing, what's up, Hashman? What's up with you, my G? Big up Hashman Boxing, y'all. Go check out Hashman Boxing channel. Salute. He says 114, 114 Conceicao. I'm sorry, 114, 113 Conceicao. I had it actually the other way around. I had it 114, 113 in favor of the man Valdez because of the point deduction. If there wasn't no point deduction for this fight, I would have this fight a draw. Pound for Pound King says to Cass Floyd, used to throw elbows and didn't even get warning. He would even put his glove over his opponent's mouth so they can't breathe. Now that's cheating at the highest. Pound for Pound King, get the fuck out of here. This ain't got nothing to do with Floyd Mayweather. Y'all fellas still salty about Floyd Mayweather. Top Fresh 600 said B is going in on him. Hell yeah, cuz. I got to. Pound for Pound King says Valdez 114, 113. Hashman says Boxing says Valdez is a cheat. Absolutely. Cass says, why are you talking about Floyd? I know, right? Cass, thank you. Great question. Hashman Boxing says, that shouldn't be an excuse. It was disgusting. Thompson M192 1921 says Oscar gets a pass for using a bad substance and gets a win for a fight that he clearly lost. Shameful. Top Fish 600 says, wait. When did Floyd ever throw elbows at anyone? Now, Floyd did used to put his elbow in fella's throat. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? In the clinch. It's boxing, man. It's boxing. This ain't no motherfucking gymnastics or table tennis. You know what I'm saying? Muhammad Ali used to have his whole forearm and hold people's head down. You know what I'm saying? And hold them down. Look, the man Lennox Lewis used to keep his left hand, his jab hand, and really place it on a man's face right there just to keep him in place, just so he can power slam him with a straight right hand. Look, it's boxing. The referee gonna have to do something about it if he don't continue doing it. I don't be crying about fellas doing shit like that. It's boxing. It's a fight. Some of y'all might have never been in a fight, a real fight. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's boxing. Cashman Boxer says, Conceicao boxed him and outlanded him. How does he not win? Hey, man, he did a whole lot of work in the first 3 rounds. You know what I mean? But the middle rounds, at least from rounds 4 through 8, those were clearly this guy's rounds, you know what I'm saying? The drug cheat, but and then the 12th round. The 12th round, look, y'all know what this is boxing, y'all. It's the 12th round in Arizona in this man Oscar Valdez's backyard. He ain't win that round on my card. He wasn't even close. Them fellas was supposed to go for broke. You know what I'm saying? Like Julio Cesar Chavez versus Sergio Martinez, round 12. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you see what that man did. Now, I was rooting for Sergio Martinez. He won the fight. He won 11 out of 12 rounds. But that 12th round was bad, man. That 12th round was actually the demise of his career. You know what I mean? Because he got beat the fuck up by Julio Cesar Chavez's son, Baby Chavez. He lost 11 rounds, but he was trying to win the fight in the 12th, and it fucked the man's knees up. Them fellas, Sergio Martinez wasn't the same again. And that's what Robinson Conceicao had to do tonight in the 12th round, which he did not do in the 12th round. You know what I mean? Pound for Pound King says 70 to 80% of boxers are on steroids, just like the UFC. Everyone knows this. They get people to help them pass the test. Hashman Boxer says if Conceicao had a bigger name, he would have won, possibly. And if the fight was not in Arizona, he probably would have got the W in another city. Michael Hernandez says Brazilian ran a lot. He did in the rounds that he lost. In the rounds that he didn't lose, in the center of the ring, them fellas was tagging that man Valdez and making him miss. And he was ducking punches, going under punches, sidestepping, blocking punches with his left hand. I'm sorry, from the rib cage, you know what I mean? Pound for Pound King says, do you know Floyd? Man, fuck that. I ain't talking. Man, Pound for Pound King, get off Floyd's Bozak, man. You overdoing it. I don't know where the fuck you came from, Slim, but you overdoing it. You overdoing it. This is a fight between Valdez and Conceicao. You still butthurt about Floyd. Don't you know that man undefeated? And there's absolutely nothing you could do about it. Except come and cry on B March Boxing Channel. Don't do that over here, Slim. Go do that somewhere else. Potty Mouth Mexican, aka Doubly Fruitfield, says Rob Con 1. Cali Kid 91 says y'all tripping. Todd French 600 says pound for pound king. You mean like the WBC raising the Clen Butyrol level for Canelo and letting Valdez still fight on PED's positive test? Now Todd Fresh 600 is making valid points because his points pertains to what we just seen tonight. You know what I mean? And what's going on from a week ago when I covered Valdez tested positive for a banned substance. Michael Hernandez says Ward had it 115-113 Valdez. His scorecard's retarded because there's one a point got deducted from Conceicao in round 8, unless he had some rounds like a draw. Top French 600 says, LOL, yes, B Mars, superplex him, LOL. King says Valdez lost. All right, B Marsh Boxing, I'm about to sign off. Big ups to everybody in the chat. I read everybody's chat so far. I'm about to go ahead and watch this Wu-Tang joint on Hulu, you know what I mean? I'm about to watch this Wu-Tang joint on Hulu before I crash, you know what I'm saying? It's Friday. I ain't going to work tomorrow. So why not? So big ups to everybody in this chat. I had Valdez winning slightly by a point because of the point deduction. I had it a draw on my scorecard. You know what I'm saying? 114, but the deduction, point deduction in round 8, unfortunately, is a straw that breaks the camel's back. And unfortunately, it's a Brazilian who had to fight a guy who's juiced up and had to get that whack-ass point deduction. That cost him, and it really shouldn't have been a point deduction, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Top Fresh 600 says, yes, them Shaw brothers. I'm not sure what you mean by them Shaw brothers, Todd French, but I'm about to watch this Wu-Tang joint. Big ups to everybody in the chat. B Marsh Boxing. I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace.